Haha, we are back and we're better than ever, baby. This is the long-awaited video, the one that I've been talking up for a little while now. Maybe the past, I don't know, maybe 3-4 days. I've been talking this up though, and I've been saying it's super spicy, right? It's like ghost pepper spicy, omega level spicy. At least I think it is. I think it's. I was shocked when this happened to me, and I thought that you guys would get a kick out of this. I thought you'd really like to see it. And it has to do with Shadowland. I have 4 Shadowland clears, right? And as you saw in the thumbnail, COLSON is one of those clears. And I'm gonna keep you guessing what stage he actually ended up clearing for me at level 60 with an insight on him. Actually, here I'll show you his build real quick. Where is my man COLSON? Where are you? There he is, right? Right? Yeah, there you are. Yep. All right. So no Wuru. I did roll this ISO 8 set for him, and he's got a insight. He does have a mythic uniform. I don't even know if I have any of his options. Do I? Okay, I have 3 of his options there, and he's energy attack. He does energy attack, yeah. Okay, but and then I have 3 other basically trash tier toons that cleared. They're all level 60, and they cleared a decent a floor in Shadowland, and I thought it was really funny. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And okay, so a couple things to touch on. All right, so the cable video that I just put out, I've been getting some slack on the rotation. Now here's the thing with that. From what I consider a reliable source, I got the rotation from them. I was kind of just running short on time, and I had to jump in ABX and get my run done, and I didn't even bother really questioning it, and I didn't really bother going and looking at Cable's kit in detail. Usually I do that. Usually I'm always looking at thing with a eye of skepticism and trying different things and seeing what works, thinking outside of the box, that sort of thing. But I didn't bother to do that. And I don't know, I'm kind of paying for it, but here's the thing. So, okay, on Cable's 5th skill, he gets a buff from his uniform, right? And, okay, so if you go to his uniform, bada bing, bada broomstick, he gets 30% crit damage and 35% chain hit. And that seems pretty important, right? I mean, that's a lot of chain hit damage. And so there's 3 different variations. Okay, so there's the 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, and then 3, 4, 2, 6. That's the one I was doing with the summary with this uniform right here. And then there's people are saying 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 6. And then there's another one, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, or 3, 4. Okay, so on the 3rd rotation it's 3, 4, 2, 6, 5. So you cancel the tier 3 immediately. And I popped into null, and I tried all 3 of them, and it seemed like the one where you cancel the tier 3 immediately, that one seemed like to do the best, because you get a buff from the from the tier 3 here, so it's 45% for 1 attack. That one seemed to do the best, but like I said, I kind of popped in there. If you guys want to see me do a thorough test to see which rotation actually works the best, I'll do that, and I'll try to test this out, behind the scenes, off camera. I was thinking about putting it in this video, but I'm not going to do that, and I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to see that. But yeah, I'm kind of kicking myself because I should have brought that to light and mentioned that in the video, that there are multiple rotations that you could use for them. And so when I did it, there wasn't that much variation, but when it comes to null, there's a lot of different variables and things that can happen, right? And that's just the way it is. But so I wish ABX was, I could take him in there. Devs, you need to put an ABX training mode where you could just use whatever team you want on any day. That's what you need to do. And you also need to do this. You need to put some kind of setting in the game, right? Something you can go in here and you can click like shadow setting or something, where then you can go into your team and you could unequip and equip different building components, especially CTPs. Even if it was just CTPs, where you could, for free, you could equip and unequip, and then you can go into any game mode and test this out. And then once you go out, and nothing counts in this mode, and then you go back in here and boom, you hit shadow setting off, on and off, and then it returns it to its original build before you actually put it on. And like I said, nothing else is affected in the game, because in this, even if they went as far as ISO 8s and even Uru, that would be really, really helpful. That would be absolutely awesome. It would save me a ton of crystals. You know how many CTPs I'm equipping and unequipping, right? Speaking of which, I actually put Rage back on Ghost Rider for ABX. Yeah, so by the way, yeah, Rage is going to be king in ABX over Judgment, regardless of how much Pierce you have on your cards, by the way. And I don't necessarily need him for null right now. I don't need him to push the stage that I'm using him on. But okay, so there's that. If you want to see the cable rotation breakdown in thorough comparison, let me know in the comments, and I will I'll do that for you. So first up on the comments. So yeah, but first, baby, we got some comments. We got a few account lookups, and I did mention on the cable video the first 5 people to leave their IGN, I'd pick like 3 out of the 5. So I'm gonna broaden that on this video, right? Because some people can't get to it right away. The first 25 comments, I'll pick 3 people, and it'll be at random. It won't necessarily be the first person to leave it. But chances are, if you are the first, I will lean more towards the first one. So 3 out of the first 25 people to leave their IGN on this video, I will pick your account. You already know what time it is. It's time for the Sneaky Bandit to come in here and do his thing, man. I feel like we haven't been getting a whole lot of Sneaky Bandit action, so I thought, why not a better time than right now? There's no time like the present. And do not blink, because you will miss it. You will miss it. I mean, you know what? I think Moonstone has some competition now. And you just watch and you'll see what I mean. You know, a lot of this might just be due to cards and build, but still, nonetheless, this man can get it done. And let's see how fast he actually gets it done. My goodness gracious. 7 seconds. 7 seconds. I don't know if it can, he said, what the hell? I don't know if it can be done any faster, but he did completely 100% of the damage, right? I mean, Moonstone, you better watch out. Cable is coming for you. All right, guys, I'll let you get back to your regular broadcasting. Next up, what do we got here? Bada bing, bada boom. Here we go. All right. Okay, so this guy says, bro, since you are one of the few content creators who have Molecule Man built up, can you do a showcase? Great video as always. Yeah, I'll post this like I do with a lot of other topics. If I get a lot of feedback and support for this video, I'll do it. If a lot of people want to see a Molecule Man showcase, I will do it. Otherwise, I might not, but we'll see. Let me know if you want to see that. All right, next up. Okay, it looks like Summer Days uniform still meta. Yeah, I think so, and I think there's a variation of the rotation that I could have been doing that is actually even a little bit better. So yeah, I think that especially in ABX, I think ABX matters more than null. And like I said, if you guys want to see that, let me know. Let me pull up this guy's account here. Yeah, and by the way, this guy, he was one of the first. Actually, he was the second one to leave his IGM. All right. Okay, what do we got for cards here? We got 1, 2, 3 premium cards. He's already started crafting this cable card. I definitely get a better roll on this. I mean, you could still roll it even after you crafted it, right? It's not going to affect the crafted stars. But yeah, I'd roll this, get at least one of the attack stats on it, 100%. Low quality, no attack stats. Roll that, man. Roll that for sure. You could roll these while they're on. And this, okay, you got the attack speed and all attack. That's not too bad. Leave this one for now, but I would definitely, and don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that with the crafting. Craft one card completely and entirely. I mean, I don't know if you're going for like the max HP on these, but yeah, don't do that. Do not do that. Okay, this is actually a pretty good roll on this, and this one too, pretty good roll on this. See what you got. Yeah, okay, you got all the card sets done. Very good. The last guy, do what this guy did. I'm guessing, this guy, doesn't spend, or doesn't have a whole lot of premium cards, but he's getting all these sets done. Okay, AF. Oh, I mean, you're looking good. Looking really good on stats. See about your team. So what do you got on this guy? 200 procs. The gear still at 15. Okay. And mind image. I mean, that's a really good obelisk. Very good obelisk. Okay, I mean, you can give him something better, right? 120 proc. All right, ignore dodge 140 with some Odin's Blessings. No bueno. I do not like that. Regen on her. I do not like that either. I mean, I guess if you don't have a greed, but yeah, these Odin's Blessings, 50% off, unequip event. Take those off her because you have that regen on her. What do you got here? Okay, lightning damage, dodge, invincibility. I definitely do not like that. Okay, this is probably good for Deadpool, actually. You got an HP Uru on Deadpool. I don't know if you're using this guy for like null because he performs better with this uniform, but or you just don't have it. That's, I don't know. Yeah, I would transfer those Odin Blessings to somebody else who actually matters. Who do you got? Awaken. Okay, value. You have quite a few Awaken. Okay, beta rate build. What do you got on him? Lightning damage 200 proc. I like that. That's not bad. Crit rate 200 proc. It's pretty good. I mean, you have a lot of good, very nicely rolled obelisk, and I think they can perform very well. If you use them right and you're skilled enough. Another 200 crit damage, ignore dodge. Very nice, very nice. I like it. Got some Odin's Blessings on her. Yeah. So here's the thing: if you don't have many CTPs on a lot of different characters, but you have Odin's Blessings, yeah, you can go ahead and equip those to worthy characters. But if you have CTPs and you have Odin's Blessings and you're equipping Odin's Blessings on characters that don't have CTPs, yeah, just focus on like one character. I mean, don't invest all your resources into one character, but you got to balance it out, right? Okay, and you got the energy on null. I like that. What do you got on? Let's see what you got on these. Okay, so rage on Carol. All right, so yeah, if you don't care about ABX, I mean, she's not used for anything, right? And you could swap that to somebody else. Energy on Black Bolt. I think he could do well with this. I actually wanted to test him with that. Energy on Winter. Yeah, get that off of this guy. I mean, the show's coming out, so he might get a uniform soon, but it looks like you don't have a whole lot of CTPs, energies. I'd give it to, okay, this is very good. I like that. But yeah, I wouldn't spread your Odin's Blessings, super thin. I would, like especially for null. If you're having any trouble clearing null, load up one, like pick 5 characters, right? 5 of the characters that can clear null from like watching my videos, the characters that I talk about, like get Moon Knight, let's see, Beta Ray Bill, right? You probably clear with Black Bolt with that energy, I'm guessing. Sharon Rogers. Who else do we have here? Finish Sentry off. Give him an energy. Because you got a proc, and I'm guessing you're not using him strictly for PvP, and he will perform in PvP better with the energy. So yeah, I'd work in. Try to get Moonstone if you can. Finish this guy. Oh, nice. I like that a lot. And then Gambit. I mean, you probably even give him Winter Soldier's energy, right? He'll perform better with it than Winter Soldier. I'll tell you that much. All right, next up. Okay, this guy says, Miraculous Gemini says, wait, Pierce affects PvP too? Might explain why some sentries take out like 70% HP out of my Silver Surfer with first skill. Yeah, it does. It definitely affects PvP. I mean, I really didn't, pay attention to it too much, but after getting that additional 3% Pierce going from 19 to 22 just now, or just, recently over the past, day, I could tell a difference. I could totally tell a difference. And I don't know. I feel like I could tell more of a difference going from 19 to 22 than it was 16 to 19. But that's just me. And I also have some gameplay recorded that I want to actually present the difference. I did from 16 to 19. I want to do the same thing from 19 to 22. And if you guys are anxious to see that, let me know, and I'll get that up sooner than later. All right. Next up here, you should do 3 cancel. Okay, so this is talking about Cable's rotation. He's saying 3, 4, 2, 5 for Cable. It does way more. Okay, so this was from. Okay, I already did the video on this. I probably shouldn't have. I don't know how this one got in there, but yeah. Okay, he's talking about the new uniform. The new uniform. Yeah, I think I'm getting mixed feedback on all these rotations. Some people saying this one works better, other people saying this one works better. So if you guys really want me to, I kind of want to break it down. And if you guys want to see that, let me know. I'm guessing people will. Okay, so this guy. All right, this one took me back a little bit. This guy says dislike. So he's talking about So this is one where I discuss how Pierce is affecting Rage's value. Right? We all know it. And he said, dislike because you took too long to explain and get to the point. Stop milking our time for money. And then I replied, yeah, let me tell you how much money I'm making from these videos. That's a joke if you think I'm doing this for money. You obviously have no idea how YouTube works. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, like what this guy thinks about how, you know, the monetary, you know, system works in YouTube, and how you know, what you need to achieve in terms of views and like subscribers and all that in order to actually like make any, you know, amount of decent money on YouTube. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot more views than I get. I can certainly tell you that much. And I just thought this was I thought this was funny, and I thought I had to put this up. But thing is, I'm not, trust me when I tell you, I'm not milking, you know, anything. Like, it's just, you know, this is how long it takes to get through the content, you know, especially, you know, doing these comments and looking up your guys' accounts. It's just how long it takes. And I don't feel like I'm filling the videos with any type of junk. I feel like the video, and I've gotten this feedback from you guys, and until I'm, you know, I'm getting, you know, a large amount of players, you know, telling me like, you know, you gotta, you know, this ain't right or this ain't right. People say, you know, your videos are long, but they're filled with, you know, they're filled with content, you know, the whole way through. So yeah, I mean, I don't, you know, if you, there's other creators that do way shorter videos, so you know, you can watch their videos. My videos, they're you know, most of them are not on the shorter side. They're just not. So okay, next up. This guy says, my Moon Knight and Gambit seem to be way worse on Null than they should be. Can I get a review trying to get that 5th Null clear team? Okay, let's see if we can help this guy out here. All right, here we are. This is Kelly N's account. All right, let's check out his cards. Okay, he's got all premium cards. Okay, first of all, let's check out the stats. Okay, good ignore defense, good cooldown. I like it. Okay, what, a little less than 60% energy attack, and you know, what, 40% physical attack, 40% HP. Okay, attack speed looks good. I mean, your stats look pretty good. Okay, let's see what you got. Okay, both attacks has with attack speed, very nice. You started crafting this card. Why? Why would you craft this card? This is probably the last card that I would craft on this set. 100%. I mean, you have max HP and energy attack, but you could have the all attack. Maybe if this was, maybe if you had the all attack, then maybe I'd craft this one. But even though this is 2 quality, this is giving you more than this card is. That's for certain. Okay, this card, cool, all attack and cooldown. Okay, you can get the HP proc, and I've said this so many times. The real value of this card is that HP proc. This card here. Okay, you have both attack stats. I would have crafted this one. I would have 100% crafted this card here before this card. I mean, think about it. Calculate the stats and what you're getting from it. And this card, this is actually a pretty good roll. You could have a little crit damage in place of the crowd control, but you might, by the time you're done, right? I mean, you don't have that high of crit damage. But by the time you're done, I'm guessing you'll probably get crit damage on a couple of these cards. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess go ahead and finish that card now. I don't know, me, like, I wouldn't. I would start crafting a different card, and I would try to replace this card as soon as possible. If you have, like, okay, Baby Spider, White Fox, Luna card, the Avengers 1 card, I think. It's the one with both the attack stats, physical attack, energy attack as the fixed stats, with the all attack as the third fixed stat there. Okay, what do you got for you guys? Authority on Sentry. I don't know. I haven't heard anybody putting that on him, and it's not even rolled that good. Yeah, I'd get that off. I'd put regen or energy. Authority on him too. Okay. What do you got on him? You got a regen on Thanos. I mean, if you're running low on regens, right? I would I'd take, and you don't even have this rolled, right? What about this one? Yeah, you got this rolled. You got to get these rolled with the max stats, dude. Max stats. Roll those with the max stats. Okay. What do you have rolled on this? Okay, and this. Okay. What about here? All right, that one's rolled with the max stats. Okay, that's good. But you know, if you like, okay, do you have a greed? If you have a greed, put that on Jean, and you have some attack Odin's blessings on her, destruction on Deadpool. Okay, and all right, so do this. Make a list of like the meta toons right now, right? Because you have like these builds on some toons that aren't really meta. You have energy on him with, I mean, I don't know. Do you love Venom? Do you love it? But I would get that off him. Let's see what you got. Okay, you have Moonstone. You have energy on her. Very good. I like that a lot. And you have a good roll on it. What do you got on her? Just proc. Okay. I mean, Medusa, I think she's worth more than that personally. And I don't care about her. Okay, good. Oh, yeah, I'd roll that with the max stats for sure. With 200 proc, that's what you want to get. And, you know, you could probably take some Odin's Blessings, throw them on Moon Knight off of some of the characters that aren't really meta. Raven, I think, you know, she's going to be needed to achieve the highest score possible in ABX. Bullseye is better. He does a better solo run. So, you know, I mean, finish Bullseye, like, if you do care about ABX. What do you got him? Energy on Cable. I'd get the new uniform. It's going to be better than this one. Although the Summer Days seems better than the new one, but yeah. So do those things that I was telling you. Okay, and I like this, but yeah, roll the max proc on that. Rage on Null. Energy is better for him. I mean, seems like you have some energies you could swap to him. And okay, Odin's Blessing with Destruction. That is a no-go. Do not do that. Do not do that. And Black Widow. I mean, she's good. Like, I don't know, depending on how much you use her anymore. She's not, her value isn't as great as it once was for PvP now with Sentry, right? So yeah, do those things, and yeah, I would swap this guy's build and give it to somebody else that actually will do more work for you. All right, next up here. What do we got? Okay, so I think I know what happened with that Sharon Rogers and that physical attack blessing. He's talking about somebody's account that I looked up. I think you need to give a basic lesson on Odin's Blessing, especially on balance. Too many people think you should give balance to characters like Sharon Rogers or Thanos because they do both physical and energy damage. The community needs to learn the difference between physical attack and physical damage. Yeah, so if you guys want me to do, I was thinking about this. I was thinking about doing this and combining it with something else, actually, something that I think will help players out tremendously. I don't want to spot out the idea now, but yeah, just to quick touch on this quickly. You look at the character's attack, right? So here, let's go to team. Look at the character's attack. So here, we'll go to Raven. Right there it says physical attack. Then you want to put physical attacking Odin's Blessing or Uru on that character. It's simple as that, regardless of what their skills say. All right, next up here. Should I buy the Exo Swords Uni if I don't have any for Cable? Yes, 100%. All right, next up. Okay, I think that's it. That's it for the comments. All right, so it's none other than Jane Foster on floor 40. And keep in mind, she has a, you know, I'll show you the build after. But she's level 60. And this run, I don't think it takes all that long. But some of the runs are, you know, they're on, they inch towards the max amount of time, right? So I don't know, maybe I'll fast forward a little bit through some of them, but I will say that I did have to do a bit of refreshing on the stages to find one that she could actually do. This seemed to be like the easiest stage for her. The thing is, she doesn't have a lot of immunity. She's got the iframe on 5, but that's really about it. She doesn't really have invincibility or anything like that in her skills. So putting her on, you know, a stage that has more than like one character attacking, she can definitely struggle with. But she was able to get this done, and this was when I had 19% Pierce, not the 22. So I'm guessing she could probably do this even a little bit faster now. And I haven't done any Shadowland yet. Since the reset, and I'm gonna try to bring you guys like more Shadowland stuff because it seems like a lot of people want to see that. But you can see this was close. I almost died. I go over here. I you know, kill the buckets. And it's a done deal. I mean, got it done. 1 minute and 16 seconds left, right? I thought that was pretty crazy. Not the craziest one though. Let's bring on our next contestant. Or you know what? Here, let me show you the build first, actually, for Jane Foster. Let's check that out. Where is Miss Jane Foster? Okay, so, you know, they all kind of blur together, right? So let's go to Universal. And there she is. Okay, so the build I have on her, it's nothing impressive at all. She actually doesn't even have a proc. She has lightning damage and some invincibility. She has stage 5 overdrive. and I did put some mover on. I put these on her like a while back before I even had her at tier 2, just to clear like a 1 to 30 stage. I think it was one of the first floors, and then yeah, some of her skills I don't even have ranked up all the way. All right, that's her build. Let me pull up the next Shadowland floor here. Oh boy, who is it? Who is next? Let's see. Dum dum dum. It is Mr. Sandman. The Sandman can at floor 46. And like I said, I'll show everybody's build after the fact. Have you guessing, leave you in suspense. But he's level 60. He's level 60. I'm not sure if he could even go to level 70. A lot of these characters I'm not necessarily sure. I just never bothered. And I'm playing him. I honestly really didn't do a whole lot of experimentation with this rotation. Some guys out there probably know how to play him better, but I never use the guy outside of this. Usually I do Shadowland on auto. I'll auto everything on Shadowland, and I only did this just to show you guys, bring you guys some content. But I did fail a few times, but Sandman, he's got some things in his kit where he could survive a little bit longer as opposed to Jane Foster. But it seemed like she actually had the damage. Like, she has the damage to go higher, but her survivability is so bad. So I'm hoping now, there's a new Valkyrie comic, right? Because she's the new Valkyrie, Jane Foster, and I'm hoping that she'll actually get maybe a uniform with that. That would be awesome. That would be awesome, right? Any chance to make these trash tier toons usable, right? Because we have them in the game, and I'm sure a lot of people have them like tier 2 or whatever. At least some of the players that have been playing long enough. Yeah, in playing this state, like I said, I did this a few times, and MODOK seemed to give me like the most problems. And you're like, what, MODOK? Like, man, when did this guy become like good at all? But he's not. He's just got like like an iframe. He's got a couple iframes. But here I'm pounding him away with some sand. That'd be cool if they made Sandman good. But yeah, I mean, this is cutting it close. Like, I'm on the brink of death, and I mean, I still have enough time. Like, the damage is there, right? A lot of these characters like that I tried using, it wasn't necessarily about the damage. It was more about the survivability. And there you go. 43 seconds left on this guy. All right, let's see, who do we have next? Almost forgot to show you his build. So here we are. This guy, he has a terrible obelisk. He's got an all defense cold damage. He doesn't do cold damage with a 130 proc. He's got binary power, stage 4. And does he have any no at all? And he's got some skills ranked up. Yeah, I think I ranked this. Yeah, he gets a buff on his 3rd. All right, let's see who we got next here. Can you guess who it is? It is MODOK. I didn't give you much chance to guess, but it's okay. So this is floor 38, and as you can see, it seems like the damage is there, right? Now, keep in mind, hold the criticism on the actual gameplay. Like, if you're like, oh man, you're not proccing on the right skill. I was just trying to survive. His survivability is really bad, and he takes so much damage. Like, he gets hit, a couple times, and he takes a lot of damage. So I'm more focused on just keeping him crowd controlled and staying in the small iframes that he has. So he's got the one on the 3, and then he's got that one right there and that one right there. So he's hang on 3. Yeah, he's got that. He's got the webbing. He's got the short iframe on 2, and then that iframe on 5. And I'm just trying to stay alive, man. Just trying to stay alive. And but I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me if his Captain America uniform is actually better, or what uniform is best for MODOK. Because I've never used these characters before. Like, why would you? Why would you? This is just for a funny moment. Otherwise, I would have never tried doing this normally. Just to show you guys, like, okay, with a stack cards and a lot of Pierce, and this is with I think I already mentioned it's with the 19% Pierce, not the current Pierce that I actually have on my cards right now. But yeah, this is what it'll get you. When you get there, when you get a lot of Pierce on your cards, you'll be able to do floor 38 with MODOK, and I'll show you the build after. You know, yeah, he's level 60. I don't even think he can go to level 70. Can he? All right, there that is with a minute 49. Minute 49, man. All right, let's get this out of the way here, and let me show you this build. Well, there we go. Okay, so no Uru. And yeah, he's got some skills not even fully ranked up, and stage 5 Hawk's Eye, and then he's got an all defense crit damage 130 proc. I mean, you know, this isn't a substantial build at all, right? I was shocked when I was able to do it. All right, so now for our grand finale, the man of the hour, the moment you've been waiting for, the reason why everybody came is for this. So let me pull this up, and here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The moment you've all been waiting for is here. So this is Phil Coulson, level 60. I know he can go to level 70 now, and this is floor 36. And I have it on. I have the autoplay on for whatever reason. I don't need it on. I'm tapping skills. I'm using the rotation. I probably should have turned it off, but if you look, I mean, it gets down to the wire. It gets down to the wire, and I mean, okay, so now I have a little bit more Pierce on cards. I'm guessing he could probably do this maybe a little bit easier. Would I ever want to do this again? I don't know. Maybe if I'm like really pushing Shadowland, but okay, so actually here's something that I want to throw out there to you guys, because I don't have a whole lot of experience with Shadowland. Okay, so I have a lot of resources. I don't really, you know, build up characters that I don't see an immediate, you know, use for. So if you have any insight on some characters that I can build up, because I want to do like Shadowland videos, right? I want to try to push Shadowland as far as I can. And if you have any suggestions on characters, right, you can take a look at my roster, and if you have a suggestion on characters that are actually really good for Shadowland, and that'll help me, you know, reach a higher floor, because there's a lot of characters that I still just have at level 60. So if you have some suggestions, leave that in the comments. Leave that in the comments. Some of the better, you know, Shadowland characters that you think that I'm lacking, that I should go ahead and build up. So I mean, I thought I was gonna die like a few different times, but I mean, and it's not looking promising, right? Like at this point, it's not really looking promising. But thing is, you know, with this, you know, you get rid of one of them. Like, so I was thinking of like, man, if I can kill one of these characters, it'll leave the other one rather easy, right? I shouldn't have a problem, like, because he's got some things in, you know, in his kit, not a whole lot, but more than like Jane Foster, I'll tell you that much, and more than like Lash. I was trying this with Lash. I was trying, like, I don't know, I think the same stage I did like with MODOK, and he just could not do it. He could not do it. I thought he could. I thought I've seen something on Lash that he was like clearing a higher stage, and there you go. There it is, my friends. 2 minutes and 33 seconds. I mean, we got down to the wire on that one, right? We certainly did. And okay, yeah, let me show you his build now. Let me show you Coulson's build. And okay, first start CTP. So he has a CTP of Insight. I guess it's not the worst thing, right? He gets some max HP and defense. Not the best thing though. And then he has Hawk's Eye, rank 2, type enhancement. He's got some skills ranked up because it did give him like that guard hit. Yeah, I had to go in because originally I had nothing on this guy. I didn't have an ISO weight. I didn't have a single ISO set on him. His type enhancement was 0. His skills were all 1, and he still has no Uru. So I mean, could go further with his build. Why would you? And let's see his uniform. So he's got a couple uniform options, whatever. But that's it. There it is, guys. I hope you liked it. Like I said, I thought this was really fun, and just something a little bit different. And I know a lot of people have been asking me for the Shadowland. That definitely seems like a stream thing to do. And somebody made a suggestion like, do a stream, do Shadowland, and then on the stream you could take some time, and maybe people that are actually on the stream, I can go in live and look up their accounts and see, give them some advice that way. I think that's actually a really good idea. Like I said, I'm still just trying to work some things out with my schedule. I'd like to do it. I don't want to kind of like haphazardly pop on here, like if, randomly I have a couple hours to spare, and I just pop on a stream, right? It seems to work best. It would be in everybody's best interest if I set like a set time on certain days. So say I can swing like 3 days a week, right? And the time's like 7 p.m. That seems to be a good time to do a stream. And so 7 p.m. my time, that would potentially be the time that I would do it. And I'm gonna try to do it. And for those who would actually attend it, let me know if that time works for you. So I live in New York, so it's a time that I go by. And let me know if that's something that would be of interest. But I'm gonna end the video there. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm gearing up for some more stuff for you. So you stay tuned, you stay breezy, but most of all, you stay safe out there, friend. Peace. Wave to him, Colson. Wave. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.